Yo, it's your boy Suave the Wiz, and you know what it is. Today, I got a really important topic. I know everybody loves money. I know everybody loves business. I know people in the industry are trying to get paid. So, this is what we knocking at. Check it out. How to sell more records independently. That is the number one question everybody and their independent mother is asking. Kidding. I am here to tell you there are when I say five, 1, 2, 3, 4, cinco, 5 things you should know or really try to apply to your independent rap career or just music career in general. The first one goes like this. Quality of the product. You have to understand that, you are an entity. You are an actual product. How you market yourself and how you go about, making connections and whatever have you, and how you make your music, that is very important, because as an independent artist or however have you, you must have yourself in order. Your attire, what are you going to wear at your next show? What are you going to do then? How are you going to pay for this? You got to have yourself in order. You are the product, independent artist. You are the product. So what you need to do is focus on making good music. Focus on your look. Focus on what you're going to do to garner attention with this dope product. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. Number one is product. Very essential. You must know and you got to understand you're trying to sell good product. Not mediocre. Good. So, all right. Number two for me, good marketing. Marketing has to be number two. As an independent artist, you are looking to have people find out who you are. You are putting yourself in every possible nook and cranny and position you can to make people see what you're doing. AKA that goes back to just number one. You know what I'm saying? Product. If you're trying to put a product out, you got to make sure people want to see it, and you put the product in the right place, the right position, get the right placement. Of course, as an independent artist, you're not going to be able to get a sit down with the Spotify CEO. Like, who the fuck is this guy? It doesn't even matter if you're like super popping verbatim. Like, you're not going to get a sit down like all that. You have to really make certain connections, aka, I'm going to get into that next, but marketing is very essential. That's really what I'm kind of tying in. You marketing and getting yourself out there is number one. You find influencers, you find people that are like-minded, likewise, just like you, or people that see the vision and understand where you're going. Of course, have an actual plan. And then, of course, everything else will be full sail. It'll all start to make sense and come to fruition. But my number one, there's 5 steps to it. My number one would probably be marketing, though. I think that's hella essential for any independent contractor, independent businessman, rapper, whatever have you. Dude, market. Number 3, target audience. Who are you targeting? Are you just trying to throw shit at the wall and hope it sticks? Are you just making ghetto music for just your friends, urban music for your friends? Like, where are you trying to go with this music? Like, are you just making just mediocre music because you only can make that kind of music? Is that your level of talent? You have to ask these very serious and jarring questions when it comes to trying to progress as an independent artist. Like, if you want radio play, you got to match the energy of what is going on. Like, what I noticed, just something I noticed, a lot of hip-hop music and rap music has turned to R&B-ish, where you have to kind of sing to get radio play and get that type of wave and that type of bag. So, if I was an independent artist, I would probably study what the market is. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the market. That's what's selling. That's how you're going to get radio play. What is the point of doing it if you're not going to actually make money from it? That is just a waste of time. Like, I can't, it doesn't make sense to keep shooting at the water and you're not hitting it. Like, dude, you got to actually make sense of it. So knowing your target audience, I won't go too much further into it. Knowing your target audience will get you where you want to go. Number 4, connections and relationships. This is very important. This is almost as important as marketing. If not, they're on the same plateau. Like, Yo, when it comes to trying to make it in the industry, bro, there is no rules. There's no limitations. It's a dog-eat-dog world. First come, first serve. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, it'll happen for you one day. It won't happen for you. Okay? It won't happen for you. You have to go make those connections. Go speak to those people. Don't be a fucking pussy willow. Go talk to people. Reach out. Hey, I'm this person. I'm doing this with my business. It's gotten this far. Look for insight. Speak to people that are in better positions than you. Look for it. Try to make friends. Hey, can I take you out to just talk about something? Nothing weird, nothing sexual, nothing nothing out the seams. It's all business. You have to step that way. You have to make your presence be known, because you can be the dopest rapper. You can be Juice WRLD. Let me really break it down. Like, you can be Juice WRLD, right? Dope as fuck. And nobody fucking knows you until somebody like Lil Bibby finds you and is like, yo, hey, this dude's dope, and he gives you or puts you on to connections. That's the only true way that you can grow as an independent artist. You definitely need another hand. There's no way, I don't want to get too far into it, but there's really no way to necessarily keep flourishing unless you make the right connections. You have to get seen, obviously. Marketing will get you seen, and having a good product will get you seen. And then it comes, you have to have these connects. You got to have these relationships, to further your art and what you're doing. Very, very important, very essential for an independent artist to know that, look for the relationships, look for the opportunities. Not necessarily, don't be a goddamn opportunist and, fuck over people that care about you, but make sure you're trying to put yourself in position at all times, no matter what. Number 5. I feel like number 5, it might have been number 1 to me too. Timing. Everything takes time, independent artists. Everything takes time. You will never, I don't give a fuck who you are, Nas, Jay-Z, Biggie, Tupac, Young Thug, Birdman, it don't matter who you are in this game. You will never just become the CEO overnight. You will never make $1 million. You won't do it. It's not possible. And if you do, you won't have it for long, because timing is essential when it comes to doing things. You got to plan to succeed. Plan to make sure that all this shit that you laid will stay forever. It's about foundation. Timing is like knowing, I already planned this out extensively, so when it happens, it will happen, and it's supposed to happen. Timing in music is probably the most important thing also in life. If you're off timing, you're off beat. So you have to be on time with things. Set goals, set even small goals. Jay-Z said, I like to quote, you only have to be right once. That isn't necessarily correct, but that whole metaphor and just quote means, you got to understand what your goal is, set it, and do it on timing. And also do it consistently. And here's another thing. This is my quote. Persistence and consistency are best friends. Inconsistency, I apologize. It's just, if you're not persistent and really wanting to get what you want out of everything, then what's the point of you trying to be consistent? You can be consistent and just working and digging a brick wall up. You're not going anywhere. You're just working hard for no reason. Now, if you have a real goal and you really have a drive and you have ambition and you see something you want, your persistence will not stop until you get there. And henceforth, if you're already consistent and you have a passion, you're going to make it to where you want to go independently, no matter what. You know what I mean? And just to kind of tie it all back together, you need to have consistency, patience. You got to have good timing. You got to really have a great product that you're trying to fucking market. Have a target audience. Make great connections and have great relationships with people in your field, even other artists. Just be that entity, be that star. That's what you have to kind of model yourself as. You have to just go and achieve. You have to work hard every day. It's all about timing. It's all about getting it done. And that shit is very important as an independent artist. You cannot expect to climb a mountain with no equipment or without planning to climb a mountain. You know, you can't just walk on the walls. It's impossible. You're not Spider-Man. So with that being said, independent artists, there's 5 things you really have to think about. You know, your timing, your connections, your relationships, your your product, your marketing, and overall just your target audience. You have to know these things and figure them out, write them out extensively. Have a day, have time where you plan things thoroughly and execute. Start small, crawl before you walk. And then obviously the bigger things will come to fruition. You know what I mean? And this is just a disclaimer. I know I'm off topic, but what I understand is for a lot of independent artists, and I'm just speaking personally, or, you know, business people that are coming up in the hip hop industry, it's not easy. There's no just no money behind it, no monetary for a lot of artists, or, you know, people that create. Creatives, it's hard. It's very hard. Like, you have to find your niche and find a way, find something that you're really good at and stick to it and try to make some money if you can. And of course, that goes back to me saying you got to have a good product. Your product has to sell. If it's dope, believe me, bro, you're not the only person that knows it's dope. You know, like, what is good is good. What's real will prosper. So you just have to apply yourself, keep your head up, and keep working. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, I appreciate everybody for stopping by, checking out the channel. It's been a pretty long journey. I'm finally back at YouTube. I've been gone forever. I had a big hiatus, but I'm gonna get back focused on just, you know, posting more content related. So if you have any suggestions or anything you would love to discuss or any questions, definitely drop a comment below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. We drop dope content daily. I'm out of here.